Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives checking in with you before you plan or go into the weekend stage. I certainly hope that you're doing well. All is well here, in spite of the fact that numerous things are happening, but we're working on managing them, all of them, bit by bit. And so hopefully you are also. I know I have talked to different ones, and there are so many layers of things happening in their lives. Things like, someone's loved one just passed. And so that brings about sadness, and that changes the whole path of how your weekend will go, because the heart is touched. And often, sometimes we wonder, what do we really want to do at this point? And often it's a pause time for maintenance of the temple. So I would just like to look at all of the things that are being thrown at us. Sometimes it's just the unpredictability of the numerous things. When I look at my calendar and my schedule, I know pretty much what I think I'm going to do. But inevitably, things come up that happen. And the challenge is when numerous things come up. Then you decide which ones you want to react to, which ones you want to deal with, and which ones you want to lay aside. But what I was thinking about is just as I prepare to even go out, things are opening up, and certainly I get anxious, and so many things. How do you prepare? And it's easy. I prepare for the things that I know. So I'll have my water, and I'll have my mask, mini mask. I have more mask in my purse, mask in my coat pocket. And so here we are, thinking about how to go out, how to prepare, how to not get the flu, how to keep ourselves well, how not to get dehydrated. We're working on the things that we know. But I saw an article, and this person, columnist, was talking about planning for the unimaginable. And I thought, oh my, how do you plan for the unimaginable? How do we? Well, that's a big thing to consider. The only thing that I would imagine that we would want to do, since we are already living in a stage of the unimaginable, we're living in the pandemic. We knew how to prepare for the flu. We got flu shots for the regular flu. We knew how to stay well from the regular things. It was the pandemic that came that was the unimaginable. And so it threw us for a tizzy, because we were then trying to figure out how to do that, how to manage it. And so how would one, after going through this experience, I would imagine, now I would say, well, how would we prepare for the unimaginable? Well, one thought that comes to mind is, that toolkit we've been talking about. Every time something comes up that we learn, because life is all about learning and training and all those things that help us to thrive. And we take that and put it in our toolkit. And so I would think about all those things that we have in our toolkit for when the next case of uncertainty comes. We know rest is needed. We know flexibility. Being resilient is one of those things that you learn how to accommodate and deal with things that are suddenly thrust in your life. But the challenge is keeping our cool, keeping ourselves from sending out that SOS from our central nervous system and freaking out and having an anxiety attack. And so I thought of the toolkit that we have been working on, and another way of having a toolkit as you prepare, not only going out, but as you're preparing to go into a meeting or possibly anxious tension situation. A toolkit, and it could be a digital thing, or it could be a hard copy, or it could be some jokes. But the point is, if you know that you're getting ready to go into a contentious meeting, a toolkit is kind of like a metaphor for something that you're going to look at or you're going to think about that's going to bring joy or a smile to your face, your heart, that's going to send the message to your brain that it's okay and help you to relax a little bit. A toolkit is using those tools that are going to lessen the impact of craziness. A toolkit might help you to sit in chaos and not be as nerve-wracked. And so today as I went out, I took a little pack of pictures, photos that make me smile. I even changed my screensaver to something that's calm, and when I look at it, that makes me relax. And of course, there's always a joke. If you can remember a joke or anything before you get ready to go into a situation that you're a little uptight about, at least it will send a signal to the brain just to remind you that this is okay, and at least it'll take you down a notch. So my thoughts on how to prepare for the unimaginable would be to have that toolkit, make sure that we've done some temple maintenance, which would be resting and eating well, and just be safe. Be safe. And so I would encourage you to know that you're loved. Enjoy life. Realize that timing is key. We must be sensitive and have that inner antenna, our compass or something that tells me as I clench my gut saying, something is getting ready to happen, or I feel off. And what do? I remember my toolkit. So hopefully you'll have a good weekend and you'll take time to nurture yourself. Know that you are loved. I'm sending you a virtual hug like we've been doing. It's been keeping us. Pandemic is not over, so stay safe. Bye-bye.